Also making news tonight, Aussies can now book cheaper international flights through Virgin Australia thanks to a new deal with Qatar Airways. Virgin is offering 28 new flights a week to more than 100 destinations via Doha with Qatar planes and crew. The airline was forced to scrap long-haul flights when it went into administration, that being Virgin, at the start of the pandemic.
Well, Virgin Australia CEO Jayne Hrdlicka joins us now. And Jayne, if it's a Qatar plane and has a Qatar crew, how is it still a Virgin flight?
This is a normal aspect of aviation, which is called wet leasing, where an airline like Virgin Australia has an opportunity and it wants to fly, but it doesn't yet have the aircraft or the people or the systems or the tools to make that possible. And so we go out and try to construct an opportunity with another airline. We do it in Australia, and this is our first opportunity to do it in long-haul flying, and it gives us the opportunity to get going. And then we can figure out a way to kind of migrate that back into a position where we've got aircraft in the country and we can do it ourselves. But it is a short-term measure to get going quickly and bring great fares and choice to Australians who are hungry to travel to Europe, Africa, or the Middle East.
So you're saying this will increase competition. Will it actually bring prices down if we want to travel overseas? And if so, how much?
Well, there's no way to predict exactly how this plays out. You can already see last week Emirates announcing a new service into Melbourne, so other airlines will start to add capacity because we are. So that starts the snowball going. You'll see with our fares that we've announced today, they're really sharp to get the party rolling. $1,791.
Come on, Jayne. Let's talk. Let's get serious about this. We're all kind of aware customers these days, and you know, we're used to these sorts of promises being made by corporates that want things to change. You're one of those. We get that.
Yeah.
Like, are we actually going to see cheaper fares in the longer term, not just as you introduce this new route system?
Well, look, I absolutely believe that there will be better value, and it'll be long term. We are starved for capacity, particularly from Australia into Europe. There's just more demand than there are supply of seats. And when that's the case, prices go up. And when there is equal amount of supply relative to demand or more supply than there is demand, the prices come down. And that's just the way aviation works.
But if you have proper competition in the market, we all know it's incredibly expensive to fly from Australia to Asia, to Europe, to America. Like, if there's proper competition, how much should it cost us to fly to Europe, for example?
Well, look, all I can do is put it in the context of a couple things. One, what prices were pre-COVID, and then inflation post-COVID. So prices are going to, over time, be higher just because of inflation. We all work hard to bring costs down. So I would say that what you'll see through these spiky periods where there's new capacity coming in, airfares will revert back and they'll get closer to the way they were in 2020 when the music stopped. And then over time, as the demand increases into the supply, the airfares will go up a little bit, and then more supply comes in. And so there'll be a balancing act. How much higher, I don't know.
Jayne, you and Qantas boss Vanessa Hudson operate under similar pressures, obviously. Do you guys ever sneak into the chairman's lounge for a bit of a drink and a debrief?
Categorically, no.
Oh. Jayne, Sam Taunton here, Bronze Velocity Frequent Flyer. You've probably heard about me at your meetings.
You're always topic of conversation.
That's what I assumed. I have a question. I got into the Virgin Lounge the other day. Very exciting. Any chance you could start selling or giving away the booze a little bit earlier? At the moment, it's midday. I'm thinking 11 a.m. would be nice.
Whoa.
Just have to know the right way to have the conversation with the team in the lounge.
Oh, so there's wiggle room.
Not always.
Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to the airport right now.
He'll be commandeering a private jet before you know it, Jayne. Be careful. We really appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.